Team coverage tonight on the bribery case involving Ohio House Speaker Larry Householder and 4 of his colleagues. Federal officials say they received more than $60 million to pass House Bill 6, which added fees to Ohioans' electricity bills to bail out 2 failing nuclear plants. They're accused of funneling those funds through Generation Now, a nonprofit group that doesn't have to disclose its donors. The goal was to support the measure and block a ballot initiative to overturn it once it was passed. But officials say some of the money also went to support Householder's re-election campaign and to back the campaigns of other politicians who supported him. They say most of this investigation has been in secret, but it's not even close to over, even with today's arrests.
There are a lot of FBI agents knocking a lot of doors, asking a lot of questions, serving a lot of subpoenas, executing a lot of search warrants.
4 other men facing charges are former Ohio GOP chairman Matthew Borges, Jeffrey Longstretch, who's accused of setting up Generation Now in 2017, and lobbyists Neil Clark and Juan Cespedes. Our 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis with us live tonight. Joe, this is big here. The future for House Bill 6 unclear right now.
Rob, a growing number of Ohio groups like the Buckeye Institute and the Ohio Environmental Council Action Fund called for House Bill 6 to be repealed. The experts we talked to agree if the FBI's case is proven, there are 2 ways to remove the House Bill 6 ratepayer bailout.
Make no mistake, these allegations are bribery, pure and simple. This was a quid pro quo. This was pay to play.
The FBI's 82-page criminal complaint outlined how $61 million from a company referred to as Company A was allegedly moved through Ohio House Speaker Larry Householder's tax-exempt social welfare organization called Generation Now and used to pass House Bill 6. That law provided a taxpayer-funded $1.5 billion bailout to 2 FirstEnergy nuclear plants in July of last year.
House Bill 6 needs to be rescinded.
Ned Hill, Ohio State professor of economic development who researched and gave testimony on House Bill 6, says if the FBI's case is proven, the bailout should be repealed.
The democratic process was subverted. The premise for House Bill 6 was fraudulent, and the vote itself should be ethically illegitimate.
Everybody who was involved in this needs to be examined.
Andrew Thomas with the Cleveland State Urban Affairs Energy Center says House Bill 6 can be rescinded with new legislation or a ballot referendum vote on the bailout.
I would, implore that the General Assembly revisit this immediately and look at whether or not this was a fair and appropriate determination of this particular legislation.
And Rob, I spoke with 4 Northeast Ohio state representatives on both sides of the aisle tonight about the ongoing FBI investigation and the future of House Bill 6. They all said they are taking a wait and see on legislation that would repeal the bailout as this case unfolds. And by the way, most Ohio ratepayers will see about an 85-cent monthly fee next year if the law stands. I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis.